What's up, y'all? What's good, y'all? We loud and clear. What's up with y'all? Good afternoon, man. Where the fire starters at, man? Shout out the whole Fire Flame Nation, everybody that's coming up in here this afternoon, man. Stomp, step, and stand on that like button, man. Let's get straight to this shit today. I told y'all, didn't I? Strategic drop. Didn't I tell y'all? Hit that like button. One of the best to do this shit. One of the best to do this shit. Let's go. Hit the like button. Y'all know what time it is. I told y'all what the fuck was going on yesterday and what this shit was all about, right? Right? And I told everybody that that girl was hunted down like a motherfucking animal, bruh. And not only was she hunted down like a motherfucking animal, all right? Okay, I'm even hearing y'all that allegedly they fed her to motherfucking animals, yo. And all these motherfucking pictures, you see her fucking father, that fucking snake. You see her mama, that bitch. Y'all see these pictures? Y'all see these pictures here? All these pictures were symbolic, symbolism. Shout out everybody that's coming up in here, man. I appreciate y'all. Let's get the views to match the likes and the likes to match the views. We gonna be here for a good motherfucking while today. All right. Shout out everybody that's coming up in here, man. All right, we gonna stand on this shit. Cause I told everybody what was going on over there in Tanzania was much darker and sinister. Sinister shit. You hear me? Sinister type shit that went on. Shout out the whole nation, man. I appreciate y'all. And everybody that's coming up in here this afternoon, man. What's good, Beverly? Shot callers, what's up? Verena, Boss Queen, Chelsea. Let's go. Making the real life Robinsons look bad, making all the Robinsons look bad, right? Shout out the whole nation, everybody that's coming up in here, man. All right, because have y'all been paying attention now that this shit has happened over there in Tanzania, y'all? All right, that this resort, this island, this location is coming through. Excuse me, is coming through the algorithm like crazy now. And not only is it coming through the algorithm, not with her, but okay, basically promoting their resort, basically marketing the whole shit. Shout out everybody that's coming up in here, man. I appreciate y'all. Okay, because all that shit that they were showing with these animals, he bowing down and proposing with the lion and the tiger and the bears. Oh my. Lion, tigers, and bears. Oh my. Lion, tigers, and bears. Oh my. Okay, all that shit was all cat. All that shit was all cat. All that shit is bullshit. And who knows, all right, how much of this story that they have been telling us is bullshit, because this holes all in this shit, y'all. All right. Now they're saying, y'all, shout out the whole nation and everybody that's coming up in here, man. I appreciate y'all. Like, share, subscribe. Always remember, fear the fire and fear the flame. Show y'all something here. All right. A lot of people don't know that we live. I need y'all to get the likes up, share this across all platforms. All right. Breaking news, allegedly. All right. But I'm here to tell y'all that they a motherfucking lie, y'all. All right. Just like they've been lying in our face and they still lying in our motherfucking face. Okay? Because they claiming that Joe, the boyfriend, has been locked up, y'all. Not only has he been locked up, they're claiming that his passport has been taken away and blah blah this and blah blah that. Okay, and I'm here to tell y'all that they full of shit. I'm here to tell y'all that they are full of shit and they fucking lying. That man ain't locked up. Not only is that man not locked up, he ain't gonna get locked up. All right, and I got so much to get into with this situation. Like I said, man, a lot of people from over there in Tanzania has been trying to get their videos out, been trying to get their uploads to come through, and they're not allowing they shit to come through. They're not allowing they shit to be pushed. And to be honest, okay, they are shadow banning this situation also. Not only are they shadow banning it, all right, they are hiding a whole lot of information and telling people one thing when actually it was a complete different situation. Shout out the whole nation and everybody that's coming up in here, man. I got so much to break down. Okay, even with the motherfucking BEN10 situation. All right, as they lying, I'm trying to tell y'all, BEN10 is dead. I don't know why they playing with people emotions, acting like he texting from a fucking bed and all this, and he all on FaceTime with people. Okay, that boy is dead. All right. Not only is that boy dead, okay, it's a serious ass bag out on FINESSE2TYMES. All right. Shout out everybody that's coming up in here, man. All right. I appreciate y'all. Like, share, subscribe. Always remember, fear the fire and fear the flames, yo. We got so much to get into strategically today. All right. We up in here. I don't give a fuck if it's 20 people or 500 people. We gonna come here and stomp, step, and stand on real life morals and traditional principles, especially when we live in real life matters that make real life sense. And the shit that they telling us, all right, that's supposed to be real life matters, ain't making what, y'all? Real life fucking sense at all. All right. Now, with that being said, y'all, all right, disclaimers in effect, man. Shout out the whole Fire Flame Nation. Everything y'all hear in this live is alleged. All right? Copyright under section 107. Give us the right and the allowance for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comment, news reporting, scholarship, and research. Everything you hear in this live is for educational, criticism, comment, news reporting, scholarship, and research entertainment purposes only. Everything you hear is alleged, y'all. All right. So with that being said, man, shout out the whole Fire Flame Nation. Y'all know what it is. Y'all know what it ain't. We fire starters, hawkers, walkers, and stalkers. Okay, we walk through the fire on a daily basis. all right, to lift the veil and expose and cut the heads off these no good motherfucking demons that try to deceive us with the bullshit deception. And with that being said, y'all, let's start getting right into this situation here, man. Okay? Because everything ain't what it seems. Didn't I tell y'all? Didn't I tell y'all? We coming right in here to heat the shit up with the people want to hear. Excuse me, what the people need to hear. Not only that, y'all, I I told y'all that the parents yesterday, right? Before I drop that video, and we about to go over this video in a live format, okay? We need to push this. We need to push this situation, okay? All right, because I told y'all yesterday on this live that the family knows a lot more than what the fuck was being said and what they were saying. All right. And just like we always do over here, everything I do is very, all right, calculated. Everything I do is very motherfucking strategic. I ain't in a rush. I ain't in a rush to drop none of my information. Okay. I am very strategic with it. Okay, and I counter these motherfucking demons. And like I said, man, I already knew from the jump what the mother was about. Already knew from the motherfucking jump what the daddy was about. Already knew from the motherfucking jump what that motherfucking nigga was about that she was fucking with. All right, from the day she met this motherfucker, y'all. From the day she met this no good motherfucker, okay? All right, her blood was drawn from the day she started talking to this no good piece of shit. Her number was called. Like I said, man, she only been with this dude 5 fucking months, y'all. 5 fucking months. And not only has she only been with this dude 5 fucking months, all right? Allegedly, she has been with a whole lot of other people. All right. It is coming out, and videos are coming out about her used to be all right in a relationship or some type of wild shit with Kevin Gates. Okay, and you know, is she in that field with Kevin Gates and with this super rich, okay, motherfucker? Ain't no telling who else on the back end that this girl was dealing with and who she was fucking. You see what I'm saying, y'all? But everybody hit the like button, drop y'all fire TVs in the chat. We're about to get into this because I told you, y'all, all right, that allegedly ASHLEE was eaten and hunted down, all right, like a fucking dog and like an animal, okay, and allegedly, okay, I told y'all that her body, from my reliable resources, I told you, yo, we strategic with it. I explained this yesterday that her body was unrecognizable. Her body, okay, was fucking dismembered. Her body, her limbs, arms, legs, and shit like that were missing and gone, bro. All right, allegedly, it ain't no fucking body. All right, they're saying that they fed her to the fucking animals, bro. They fed her to the fucking animals. Now, I don't know what type of ritualistic or alleged ceremony that was going on over there. But like I said, y'all, we see what's going on with Jay-Z, right? Now, I don't mean to bring this situation in, but y'all have to actually sit back and pay attention because it's a lot of dark shit going on. It's a lot of sorcery. It's a lot of dark cultic craft and magic going on, y'all, as we see Jay-Z. He come out of the fucking blue with this African fucking Congo mask on, and this shit is taking place over there, okay, in them parts. Not only is this shit taking place over there in them parts, y'all, okay, it is also a very sacred place where they go and make sacrifices, where they go, all right, and connect with these spiritual ancestors and tap into this realm, and they go over there and make sacrifices and offerings. Allegedly, okay, it's a whole town, a whole village where people don't do nothing but voodoo, all right, make sacrifices and call on all kinds of spirits and demons and all kinds of wild shit that's going on over there, man, that yo, you don't want no motherfucking part of. And if you are a part of it, that means that you indulge in it. You see what I'm saying? You comfortable with it. You worship the darkness. You know what I'm saying? And unfortunately, all right, we can see that her mama, all right, allegedly worships this darkness. Her daddy, as I was telling everyone, okay, it's supposed to be a super master mason. All right. And I'm hearing on the back end that the mother is coming in. All right. And she's leveling up on some type of Masonic dark cultic degree. Now we're about to go over this video that I dropped last night strategically because I told everybody what was going on. Shout out the whole nation, everybody that's coming up in here, man. Like, share, subscribe. Always remember, fear the fire and fear the flames because we don't play no motherfucking games. I told everybody what this shit was about, y'all. All right. And nobody has broke this shit down and got deep into this situation like we have. Not only that, y'all, come to find out all these animals and all this weird shit that we've been seeing, all right, that's all AI. It's all cat. And like I said, man, if this is all cat, ain't no telling what else they've been telling us that has been all cat. But shout out the whole Fire Flame Nation. Like, share, subscribe. Let's go over this, y'all. Here starters at God Fear and Strategic Fire TV back with another Fire Flame Meltdown. Make sure y'all hit that like button. Stomp, step, and stand all over that notification bell where you want the latest. And if you ain't a fire starter, hawker, walker, or stalker yet, what you waiting on, family? Come on over here and subscribe because we stomp, step, and stand on real morals and traditional principles. And we know ain't nothing morally sound, nowhere near tradition about this situation that's going on out there in Tanzania with Ashley Janae and her so-called boyfriend slash fiance, John McCain. Now y'all hit the like button, drop your fire and TVs in the chat, because we're about to get into this. Now ain't no need for us to go through A, B, C, D, E, F, G, all the way to Z. Start from 1, 2, 3, all the way down the line to 10, 20, and 100. We know exactly what's going on with this situation, front to back. We know everything that's come to the forefront, everything that the media has presented, and more details are continuing to come out. Now, we here to get to the bottom of the strategic core. Everybody hit the like button, y'all. All right, let's get the views to match the likes and the likes to match the views. Like I said, man, all right, we have to get this informative information out, okay, because it is very vital. And it needs to reach the people who it need to reach because a lot of people are concerned about the situation. This situation where Ashley has touched a lot of people, it has hit very close to home. And the reason why it has hit very close to home, like I was explaining yesterday, y'all, is because we had, all right, females in our families, sisters, daughters, aunties, nieces that, know what I mean, are influenced from this lifestyle. They are influenced from the material shit and the ways of the world, as we all know that she also was a what? All right, a social media influencer. All right, and ain't nothing more influential than social media right now. And when it comes to our culture, when it comes to our community, when it comes to our black women, all right, from this culture and society, they want the bag. They want the riches. All right, they sell out and sell their soul. All right, and do whatever they have to do. All right, to get that bag. and be successful. And this is why, all right, this should be a very, very valuable lesson learned. Okay, everything that shine ain't a diamond. Everything that shine ain't gold. All right. Something that may look like a match in heaven just might be a match made in hell. All right. Don't forget that because money is the root to all motherfucking evil. Let's go, y'all. To this whole situation, y'all. Okay. Because just like I was explaining on my live earlier today, all right, allegedly, what my resources have been telling me, okay, that Ashley wasn't only found hung, okay, they said her body was dismembered. They said her body was unrecognizable. Now, we all know that Ashley went over here to Tanzania, East Africa, to celebrate her 31st birthday. And not only did she celebrate her 31st birthday, all right, with her boyfriend, John McCain, why they were. Appreciate you, 704 Chino, for the $5 sponsorship and endorsement super sticker super chat, man. I appreciate you for joining the Fire Flame Nation, man. Get your Fire Flame Inferno badges, man. I'm trying to tell y'all, all right? Fire starter talkers, walkers, and stalkers. We stomp, step, and stand on real morals and traditional motherfucking principles. We the only one on YouTube that's actually popping it where real life matters, make real life motherfucking sense. Okay, so get y'all Fire Flame Inferno badges, only $2.99. Make it official. Okay, become a fire starter, hawker, walker, or stalker. Choose any one of those. Okay, in that category, straight out the gate, you got access to special custom badges and emojis. All right, to go along with the fire starter. All right, and strategic fire brand. So with that being said, man, what y'all waiting on? Shout out the whole Fire Flame Nation, man. Appreciate y'all. Let's continue, man. Let's continue. Out there celebrating these events and celebrating her birthday, he decided to propose to her. Not only did he decide to propose to her, all right, she was documenting everything on Instagram, how she was having a good time. She found the love of her life. This was a dream come true, and the way everything looks, okay, it looked like it was a match made in heaven. But come to find out, a few hours later, it was a damn match made in hell. All right, because she was found dead. Not only was she found dead, y'all, they claimed that she hung herself. Not only did she hang herself, all right, the authorities are also claiming that her and John had got into an altercation. All right, some time in the meantime, in between time of them having this good time, all right, everything took a tragic turn for the worse. The people at this resort, which is named the Zanzibar, but the whole resort itself, okay, is named Surveil Wildlife. And they claim that they stepped in and separated the two, put her in one room and put him in another room. All right. But the odd thing that makes red flags even stick out even more is the parents, y'all. All right. The parents claim that they heard from John 11 hours after her body was found dead, and they haven't heard from John since. Now, I want y'all to pay attention. Pay attention to her pledging allegiance now. Okay? Now, I already knew this information yesterday, and I was trying to tell y'all that the parents what? Knew more than what they were saying. And I was going to strategically prove it, right? And did I or did I not? But let's continue, y'all, because this shit is going to shock y'all. And not only is it going to shock y'all, all right, it might even trigger some shit in y'all. All right, not only trigger some shit in y'all, All right, because like I said, y'all, I'm hearing that this girl Ashley allegedly, like I said, yo, all right, was eaten by motherfucking animals. Not only was she eaten by fucking animals, she was hunted down like a motherfucking dog, okay? Like a fucking dog. Yo, it come to find out, they said that it wasn't only her. It wasn't only her. It was multiple people. It was a ceremony. It was a gathering. And this is only one of the super rich motherfuckers that we know of that was over there. How we know who else was over there, y'all? Because we know that more than one people participate in these events. And not only do more than one person participate in these events, all right, it is more than one victim. It is more than one person being hunted. And it is multiple hunters that's doing the hunting. We see it in the movies all the time, right? Right. So, like I said, and this shit is not far-fetched because, like I said, man, over there in Tanzania, over there in these locations and spaces, they are known. The land is known and it is sacred for sacrifices, y'all. It is sacred for blood rituals. It is sacred, all right, for blood offerings. Do your fucking research. Why do a motherfucker gotta tell you it's black and blue in order for you to figure out it's black and blue? It's something more dark and sinister going on here. And we're going to fucking expose it today. I told y'all we was going to expose it the right way. The authorities over there are fucking full of shit. That motherfucker not locked up. They talking about they took his passports and shit. They ain't take a motherfucking thing. That motherfucker been gone from over there for a week. He left the same goddamn night that shit happened. He ain't over there. So let me guess. Y'all arrested him in the United States and took him back to Tanzania? You lying motherfuckers? Okay. So he was in Tanzania the whole goddamn time, all this time, right? Right? You know, good lying motherfuckers over there. And like I said, these motherfuckers is covering up some shit. Not only are they covering up some shit, why did it take y'all this long, allegedly, to arrest him? Why did it take y'all this long, okay, to question him or take his passport? Y'all know how long it's been? Just like I was telling everybody, okay? The family should have been over there. But let's continue. It's a reason why the family ain't over there. Because the family know, all right? You see the father? You see that motherfucker right here? He from over there, y'all. He from over there. this interview because it's something very, very vital and strategic that I done found out. And I told y'all earlier on this live that her parents know a lot more than what they claiming. Peep the game, y'all.
I just spoke to the family of ASHLEE Robinson. She's the 31-year-old influencer who was on vacation with her fiance celebrating her birthday. He actually proposed on the trip. But something crazy happened. She was having a good time. Her family said she was very excited to be there, shared pictures with the family, FaceTimed them when she was proposed to. But they released a statement saying that ASHLEE was found unconscious in her villa and was rushed to a local hospital where her death was confirmed hours later. I spoke to Robinson's parents. Here's some of what they had to say.
It doesn't make any sense. She was traveling with her, with her boyfriend, and he was taking on what was supposed to be a celebratory trip to celebrate her birthday that was coming, and they were in a gorgeous place in Africa and happy. Everything that we knew was that she was supposed to be happy.
Please get the likes up, y'all.
She celebrated.
I done did my job. I done did my research. I brung shit to the light, okay, that nobody was paying attention to. Everybody was covering this situation, and I brought some credible, vital, strategic information to the light that I felt as though everybody should be aware of, all right? And all I want y'all to do is hit the like button, man. All right, let's get the views to match the likes and the likes to match the views. Respectfully. That's all I ask. All right? That's all I ask. Okay? Because we about to prove to the world that the mother and the daddy confirmed what's going on the dark side. Watch this shit, y'all. Strategic information.
Her birthday thereafter, and then she's just gone. We're confused about how that could change so drastically.
What can you tell us in terms of how you found out, and have you spoken to her fiance?
I was initially contacted by him to let me know that something had occurred, and that she was in the hospital, but it was very limited communication and not with a lot of detail. I asked him, when it happened and where it happened, and he told me that something had occurred 11 hours prior to when he was reaching out to
me. 11 hours prior. 11. All right? If y'all know how these demonic Luciferians work, they work off of numerology. All right, like I said, this whole situation has symbolic symbolism written all over it. All over it. Okay, the number 11. All right, in numerology, these Luciferians go by this gematria. All right, and the number 11 means some type of spiritual rebirth, y'all. Hit the like button. Strategic drop. Okay, like I tried to explain to y'all, okay, the mother is an Eastern Star. The father is a super master mason, all right, and the wife is allegedly, all right, stepping up. Now, how the daughter, all right, came in and she was an offering of some type, I don't know. All right, we still putting the pieces together. Why ASHLEE number was called and why she was chosen. What was it specifically about ASHLEE, all right, that they chose to use her for an offering to harvest this energy? All right, but let's continue because I was explaining to everybody that the father, all right, has some ties over there to Tanzania, y'all. That's right. The father had some ties over there to Tanzania. All right. And these are all facts. All facts. All right. Him and his whole family is from over there. All right. But let's continue.
Me.
We found out that our daughter had passed from the hotel. The fiance did not reach out to us at all.
Do you believe that Joe McCann had something to do with your daughter?
Watch how they react when she asks them about Joe McCain. Watch how they react. And it's the reason why they put both of them on separate screens, one at the top, one at the bottom, so y'all can both see their reaction at the same fucking time, strategically. Watch this bullshit.
Daughter's death?
We don't
want
have, it's under investigation and we don't know what went on.
It's under investigation, and like we said, we just want transparency. Just let us know.
I want to make sure that everybody is fully aware that she was a light. She was a light. She was a beautiful person, and this doesn't align with who she is.
Understandably, the family really didn't want to talk about Joe McCann, the man who proposed to their daughter.
See that?
When you go online, you can see he's the CEO of Asymmetric, which is a venture capital company that invests in crypto companies. But the point is, the family wants answers. They don't understand why they haven't been able to reach Joe. They don't understand why he wasn't more forthcoming about what exactly happened to their daughter. And it's why they said they're speaking out. Next steps for them, they said, is trying to get to Zanzibar so they can get to the bottom of what happened.
Now, as y'all can see, all right, the parents' energy is off. The parents just, they whole aura and their whole posture about the situation just don't sit right with me, because it couldn't be my daughter. All right, I would be highly upset. All right, the mother doesn't look upset, the father doesn't look upset. You could tell that they're being told what to say and how to react during this interview. Y'all have to really pay attention. Not only that, I found out, y'all, that the mother is also an Eastern Star, y'all. That's right. Not only is she also an Eastern Star, her husband, the father of Ashley, is a Mason. Now, this is all alleged, y'all. Okay? But the pieces on the chessboard is starting to strategically line up, because we all know John McCain, all right, is aligned with some very, very powerful people. We all know that he is, all right, the head investor and CEO, all right, of this super mega cryptocurrency investment company. And not only is he a super, all right, investor and CEO of this company, we all know that it's certain things that you must partake in. We all know that there's certain things that you must be a part of, certain things that you must be aligned with, certain things that you must pledge your allegiance to in order to get to these levels. All right. And there's certain offerings that you must make in order to receive the benefits from these levels. Now, like I said, y'all, if y'all look at this interview, when the mother is talking, y'all, she is literally, all right, throwing up, all right, the Freemason Masonic hand gesture, pledge allegiance, her alliance to the Freemasons and the Eastern Stars, y'all. Hit the like button as I strategically continue to fuck y'all up, because I told y'all it's something more bigger and darker, all right, and deeper and demonic to this situation. And not only is she pledging her allegiance to this fraternity and these Eastern Stars and allegedly these Masons, y'all, it's the hand gesture and what it actually means that is more stunning and more eye and strange and even more demonically striking. than I can even imagine. Now, I explained to everybody earlier that allegedly Ashley was hunted down like some Hunger Games type shit. All right, Ashley was hunted down like an animal. Her organs was missing, her limbs was missing, everything. It ain't even no body, and the parents know about this. But if you look at the definition of this Masonic Eastern Star hand gesture, what does the definition of it say, y'all? Peep the game. It says the junior deacon uses this when a candidate is ready for the fellow craft degree. It's also performed by a fellow craft slash or during the opening of a lodge in the second degree. Masons cup their right hand over their left breast with their left arm by the side, drawing their right cupped hand roughly across their body, and then dropping it at their side. It refers to the penalty that is believed to come to a candidate for violating their fellow craft obligation. The penalty is having the heart taken out and given to animals, y'all. Hit the like button, drop your fire and TVs in the. Hit the like button, y'all. What I tell y'all? Strategic drop. One of the best to do this shit. I told y'all what the fuck was going on, and the mother knew. And the mother knew. And the father is a super master mason. Not only is he a super master mason, he got ties. All right? Over there to Tanzania. And not only do he has ties to Tanzania, y'all. All right? That's where his ancestors, all right, originate from. That's where his people's from. That's where, you know what I mean? His culture is from. He's from that culture. Okay? So all this is lining up. Not only is all of it lining up, pay attention to what the fuck it say. Respectfully. Shout out everybody up in here. All right? What it say, y'all? What it say? Okay? It says what? The junior deacon uses this when a candidate, hit the like button, the candidate is ready for the fellow craft degree. Look that shit up and see what the fuck it means. All right? It also performed by a fellow craft slash or doing the opening of a lodge in the second degree. All right? Masons cup their right hand over their left breast. Is her right hand over her left breast or what? When we looking at it, her right hand is to our left. And her left is to our right. Which means, okay, her right is to our left and her left is to our right. Vice versa. So we see her right hand over her left breast, right? Pledging the fucking allegiance in her alliance. Straight in y'all face. Okay? They not hiding it anymore, y'all. They not hiding it. Okay? So I don't want nobody to get mad at me like I'm on some weird shit. Nigga, they is. If anything, they putting it right in our face. It ain't like I had a hidden camera, okay, and I was inside their room and it was a microphone underneath of the table and nigga, they on the fucking news showing everybody what the fuck it is. Okay? Just like when we what? When we used to go to school, right? and they make us stand up and pledge the allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, right? And the rest of that bullshit that never meant the motherfucking thing. Okay? Right? Right? You put your hand over what? And you stand and you make your pledges allegiance, right? This is exactly what the fuck she is doing. All right? And not only that, it says, drawing their right cup hand roughly across the body. What was she doing? Look. What was she doing across the body? She's going to be rubbing it roughly across. Roughly across. Pay attention. Look. Look. And look at the daddy body language like, yeah, there you go. You got it. You doing it now, baby. All right? You doing it now, baby. There you go. Yeah. We in there. And not only is we in there, okay, because the father is fucking basically cheering it on. All right? Shout out the whole Fire Flame Nation. Ain't nobody stupid. Ain't nobody dumb. They the only ones that's stupid and fucking dumb. And they motherfucking mad because I'm busting this shit wide open. What you think the father sitting there doing? You think he give a fuck about his daughter? You think he give a fuck about his daughter? Y'all motherfuckers just emotionally butthurt. And y'all fall for any fucking thing. Because y'all stand for nothing. Y'all allow these motherfuckers to put anything in y'all fucking face. And y'all get emotionally all attached. Take my money. Take my money. Take my money, you dumb bitch. They just told y'all the man was super rich. They just told y'all that the woman was a super big time social media influencer. What the fuck you need a GoFundMe for? We gonna continue to stomp on their goddamn head because that's how stupid they are. That's what they saying to us. That's what they saying. We just told these motherfuckers, all right? She was with this rich ass nigga and she was a big time social media influencer. Let's see if they start sending us some goddamn money. And that's what the fuck motherfuckers is doing. These motherfuckers got to GoFundMe, okay, trying to raise $50,000. For what? The fuck y'all trying to raise $50,000 for? Like I said, motherfucker, if he gave a fuck about his goddamn daughter, and if she gave a fuck about her goddamn daughter, why they wasn't been over there in Tanzania? You see, a motherfucker don't want to hear the truth. They want to hear fucking lies all goddamn day. You see what I'm saying? They don't want to hear the truth. You know what I'm saying? Because the truth really hurt. The truth really hit motherfucking home. They can't live with the truth. A motherfucker rather live with a lie, okay, than live with the truth. You see what I'm saying? And the fact is, like I said, okay, I don't know why she was offered. I don't know why Ashley was made as an offering and a sacrifice, okay? But with these gestures and these symbolic symbolisms that's coming along with all this in this whole play, as it says, okay, all right, it also refers to the penalty that is believed to come to a candidate for violating their fellow craft obligations. The penalty is having the heart taken out and given to animals. Y'all hear this shit, right? Y'all hear this, right? All right. And she's pledging her allegiance and her alliance to this shit. And I told y'all, yo, all right, that old girl was allegedly hunted down like a fucking animal in cold blood. Her organs is no more. Her body is no more. It ain't even nobody. It ain't even nobody. That's the same shit that happened with Natalie Holloway. It wasn't no fucking sharks. It wasn't no fucking Jordan Vandersloot. Okay, because if I was to go back into that situation and open it up, I'll fuck y'all up. The mother know what's going on. Natalie Holloway was a sacrifice too in Aruba. All right, that's why it ain't no fucking body, and it never was a fucking body. All right, Jordan Vandersloot, he knew the truth. All that was a play. That's why they killed the father, and all right, they got Jordan Vandersloot out the fucking way. Next thing you know, he doing the exact same thing. They set him up. They set him up because he knew too much. All right? And they set him up on that play with that other girl that they claimed that he killed. You see what I'm saying? Natalie Holloway was an alleged sacrifice. All right? And a sacrifice for many reasons. All right? The school that Natalie Holloway was going to, let me shut up, yo. Hit the like button. They don't want to fuck with me, bro. All right? They don't want to fuck with me. Let me shut up for a second here. All right? Because I open some shit up, yo. All right? That have motherfuckers at my front door trying to blow my motherfucking head off, nigga. I on some real shit. On some real shit. Like I said, yo, the mother with all these alleged tragedies that be going on, y'all. All right, in these other countries and shit like that. Let me tell y'all, yo, when it hits big, especially TMZ and all that shit, out of all the people that go missing and shit, bro. Okay, what's the chances of this shit here hitting TMZ, CNN, and all this? When these shits hit these big ass fucking media outlets, bro. All right, it's something else to it. It's not no regular shit that'll happen. You know what I'm saying? Because we know people go missing and get found dead every fucking day. All right. And it's never broadcasted, it's never talked about, or any of that. You know what I'm saying? But shout out everybody up in here because they're claiming that Joe McCain, all right, has been arrested. All right, and he ain't been arrested for a goddamn thing. They claim they took his passport, y'all. All right, let me go into these archives. Shout out the whole Fire Flame Nation, everybody that's coming up in here, man. All right, they say her boyfriend is currently, all right, being held by police in Zanzibar. They're lying. They're lying. Show us. Prove it. Show us. Show us him in custody. Show us. Is they showing us? Is they showing us His mugshot. When everybody else get locked up, all right? When everybody else violate some shit in this country, the cameras everywhere, news footage everywhere, all right? Paparazzis everywhere. Why the news media, if they so concerned, why they not over there in Tanzania, y'all? Hit the like button, trying to cover this shit. Why they not live out there on the ground, trying to cover this shit and get to the bottom of it? You see what I'm saying? They doing everything from live stream, talking to people from live streams. Ain't nobody going over there, the media hands-on the ground at this resort over there in Tanzania, at the Zanzibar, all right, at surveil wildlife, all right, to see what actually going on, to peep the location, peep the surroundings, peep the vicinity of things. You see what I'm saying? Everybody that's going off of what they're telling us. But ain't nobody going over there to actually investigate, pay attention. And it's a reason why CNN so concerned. Why they ain't send nobody from CNN over there. Fox News so concerned. Why they ain't sent nobody from Fox News over there. NBC so concerned. Why they ain't sent nobody from. You see what I'm saying, y'all? So y'all have to pay attention. Will we always make real life matters? Make real life sense. Okay? Now, they say his passport has also been seized. All right? And I'm here to tell y'all that the man's passport has not been seized. The man flew out the fucking country the same motherfucking day that this shit happened. All right? And let me tell y'all something that's gonna rock your boat. And I ain't talking about Aaliyah either, motherfucker. All right? Let me tell you something else that's gonna rock your fucking boat. All right? When he called the mother 11 hours later, the mother claiming when he called the mother to tell her about her daughter and how the ritual and the sacrifice was complete, he was already in America, y'all. Hit the like button. 11 hours later. 11 hours later. You already back in America and you making the call like, yeah, all right, the sacrifice, the offering is complete. All right. 11 hours later. So they claim that he took the goddamn, listen, they're claiming that they got his passport. How? Okay, when he was in California, when he called the parents. All right. Make it make sense. Okay, so as we continue to pull up more, okay, the director of criminal investigations in the Isles, all right, said that the U.S. couple were intended to stay at the beach hotel for 7 days and depart Zanzibar on the 10th of April, except the tragedy struck on the night of Wednesday, the 8th, all right, of April, all right? Check it out. It's when reports come in that actually used a nightgown belt to hang herself. Y'all hear this, right? But it's something very else that was very interesting to me that stuck out. Okay. As it says, okay, the Zuri Hotel management decided to separate the two, taking Joe McCain into another room, number 65, which was further away from the ladies' initial room. All right. Later, a hotel attendant went round for inspections and found Ashley looking for a phone charger, and the hotel worker secured one for her. All right. So let me tell you about what I'm hearing from my resources and what they're telling me. And we haven't been wrong yet since we've been covering this shit, right? Everybody know Ashley, all right, is a social media influencer. All right. Everybody knows this. Okay, so when trouble was popping off and when things were not going right, everybody want to know why she didn't go to social media. Everybody want to know why she didn't, you know what I mean, make a post or something like that to let everybody know what was going on since she was already, you know what I mean, social media savvy. Well, I'm hearing y'all, okay, that allegedly when Ashley was attempting to call out y'all or go live or call for help, all right, her service is signal and everything was blocked on her phone. They shut everything down, whereas though she wasn't able to use her device at all. At all. Okay? Now, I don't know how true this is, okay? But we do know, as it has been seen with the P. Diddy situation and in these weird ass movies like Don't Blink and shit like that, when these people are indulging with these type of folks, you see what I'm saying? They will confiscate their phone, they make them sign the contract or NDA about, okay, whatever happened here stays here, whatever go on here, you can't talk about, you can't sue or blah blah this, blah blah that. So I don't know, maybe if that was a similar situation like that over there with Ashley, whereas though when she got over there for some strange reason she couldn't use her phone because I'm hearing y'all that these posts that actually went up on her page, okay, she didn't post these posts to her page. She didn't post these posts to her page. They said that she was already dead. They said she was already dead, y'all. She never made those posts to her IG page at all. Okay. Which leads me to believe that somebody had her phone, strategic drop. Somebody got her information, her password, something. Because if you got your phone over there and you uploading these posts of you having a good time, why when shit pop off, you ain't trying to make nobody aware of help, which leads me to believe, okay, that either your phone was confiscated, somebody else had your phone, or they shut down the signal, all right, and corrupted your device, like my resources are telling me, all right? Because, like I said, y'all don't know what the fuck y'all getting into when y'all go over there to these other countries, bro. Y'all don't know who over there, who know what. I'm trying to tell you, yo, traveling on these cruises into these other countries is the most dangerous thing, especially for young women, women of all ages, all descents. This shit not only happening to black folks. The reason why, okay, this is a big story because they know, okay, that black media runs the world, bro. Black media is the content, period. They know this. You see what I'm saying? But this type of shit happened to all types of races, not only black folks, white people, Mexicans, Brazilians, Ecuadorians, Haitians, Jamaicans, all kinds of ethnic and racist groups. But they know this shit like this will be a bigger story. You see what I'm saying? A black female from that culture, from that environment, with the rich white man. All right. Like I said, it almost reminds you of a Tyler Perry movie. It almost remind you of a Tyler Perry movie. Shout out the whole nation, everybody that's coming up in here, man. Okay? I appreciate y'all. Okay, we gonna continue to be getting into this situation, man. Let's get the views to match the lights and the lights to match the views, man, so we can get this informative information out and let everybody know what's really going on. Okay, because the parents need to be ashamed of themselves. Okay? The parents need to be ashamed of themselves. Let me tell you, man, it's already going around. It's already going around. All right, everybody is starting to wake up now. All right, everybody see something here. Everybody see. Everybody see. All right. So check it out. Show y'all something here. All right. All this here, all this is symbolic. Everything that was on her page, the way they were standing in between the zebras, everything like that. And it is this page here, all right, who broke down all this symbolic symbolism front to back, front to back, front to back. You see what I'm saying? This is how they operate, allegedly. This is how their numbers are called, and everything is lined up, all right, for the numbers for this offering for these rituals. Okay? Check it out. It occurred in Tanzania. In Tanzania equals 86, like blood sacrifice. All right? Check it out. She made a post on her chapter 31. The ritual sets the scene. The ritual sets the scene. All right? April 3rd, 93rd day of the year. You see, all this was big shit. This was big shit. All right? Order out of chaos. Ashley Robinson. All right? White man. 93 on the 93rd day of the year. All right? Strategic drops. Also, the conflict comes with April 12th on the 102nd day of the year, where reports place the death, slavery. Okay, everybody think that she was after, okay, this bag, and you know what I'm saying, and that was her goal. But the whole time it wasn't nothing but slavery. All right, you were a fucking slave for his money, you fucking dummy. You were a slave, okay, for his material treasures. You see what I'm saying? You didn't value yourself. And people could say whatever the fuck you want to say. What else was she? She was his fucking slave. He ain't getting no fuck about that bitch. That man been all around the motherfucking world, been around so many motherfucking women. All right, y'all have no idea. Don't let that motherfucking cover of that book fool you. All right, this man done been all around the world, bro. If y'all go on, all right, his site, it'll show you all the places that he been to. All right, all around the world, speaking, doing all these, all right, um, investments and shit like that. You'll see all the places that he went and speak, all the assessments that he went and made in all these countries, bro. All right, so we can only imagine the type of women, okay, that he already been around, the type of women that flaunt themselves to him. Okay, she wasn't nothing new. This wasn't nothing new. People automatically see, okay, yeah, he a white dude. He ain't never had no black pussy before. He ain't never had a black bitch like that before. Blah 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 blah. Man, you crazy as hell. All right, that man done had more black bitches than he could fucking count. All right, all kinds, respectfully. All right, and the whole time a motherfucker think that she getting over, she playing him when he playing her. Y'all the ones getting played. Y'all the ones getting fucking played. How you gonna play a motherfucker that's a fucking super millionaire bitch and you ain't shit? Make it make sense. You think you gonna outsmart that motherfucker because you busting his nut? Man, y'all motherfucking women got the game fucked up and vice versa. Same shit with the niggas, bro. All right? Shit don't work like that. As y'all see, she wasn't shit to him but the fucking sacrifice. She wasn't shit to him but the fucking sacrifice, bro. All right? Check it out. They wanted her organs. Strategic drop. Let's go. Shout out to Kayla, man.
Greetings, original souls. I am here to call you back to your original power. Today we are talking about the inverse architect, the system that is designed to disrupt the frequency of the melanated woman, the original portal of life.
Dropping one. I know y'all can hear that.
I'm dropping these high vibrational breadcrumbs because you need to know the truth about the
Our shit been on point today. All right. Our audio, our camera, our sound, all that. Now I mean, I made sure we came in fire and lit today, man. So I appreciate y'all love and y'all support, and I appreciate y'all patience for bearing with Strategic Fire TV and the Fire Flame Nation, man. Let's go. I told you. It's about them goddamn organs. I told y'all it's about that goddamn blood. Everybody is waking up.
3D matrix and why it is obsessed with your physical temple. Have you ever wondered why in the movies or in the dark corners of the world, they're so focused on our organs our children organs, especially the FBA, the so-called Black American organs. It's not just about biological. It's about energetic parasitism. The architects of this system, the recessives, has disconnected themselves from source, as you already know. They can't get their energy from the sun or the ether anymore. This is to remind those that don't know or have forgotten. They become dim, so they look at us, the original portal, as walking power plants, batteries. As you may know already and should, our melanin is not just skin, it's not just what's inside of our DNA, it's conductors, cosmic light. Our organs are hardware, literal hardware designed to hold high, very high frequencies.
I don't think they
Dimensional
understand, bro.
frequencies of light.
I don't think they understand, yo. Everybody blind, bro. They blind, bro. A lot of people are blind, man. I'm telling you, bro. I used to be one of them. Don't feel bad. All right. All right. I was blind, but now I see. All right. I was once lost, but I have been found. Okay. With that being said, why y'all think they allegedly got these plasma centers all over the goddamn place, yo? All right. Why y'all think they got these plasma centers all over the damn place, man? All right. I'm trying to tell y'all. All right, something is going on beyond our wildest imaginations. Everybody think, oh, they just collecting blood because they need blood for operations and surgeries and blah blah this and blah blah that. Let me tell y'all, man, it's much colder and darker and sinister than that shit. All right, they want the plasma in your blood. They don't want the fucking blood itself. All right, they want the crystallization. They want the plasma. All right, they want the diamonds that's in your blood. All right, the genetic DNA plasma. Kanika Jenkins type shit. Shit. All right, this ain't no fucking joke. We keep seeing our people end up dead with no explanations, all on camera and everything. Bro, they playing in our faces, man. They playing in our faces. Like I said, man, this is all about the crystallization in the bloodstream, in the DNA. All right. And a lot of homeless people and unfortunate people are targeted because a lot of these less fortunate people that are not financially stable, they go to these plasma centers, man. All right. Because they got all types of addictions. They junkies. They live a life of crime and drugs and shit like that. You see what I'm saying? So they got many contestants. They got many people lined up. They got many people that's going to fall to these places. All right. I'm trying to tell you, y'all, it be so many homeless people that go missing too. So many homeless people go missing. All right. That's not talked about either. A lot of homeless people, and they know that them homeless people ain't got no family, no immediate people that really care about them. You see what I'm saying? So yo, bro, this ain't no fucking joke. This ain't no game. Okay, when you hear one person say it, you look at them crazy. Two people, you look at them like, okay, then three, then four, then five. People keep coming out with the same shit, same shit, same shit, and everything is lining up. I mean, like, It's time for all of us to be spiritually aware and spiritually awakened on what the fuck is going on. You see, because they know a lot of us are spiritually dumbed down, y'all. And you see, this is why they put this device in the palm of our hand and make sure it's mandatory that we have it in our hand every day for everything that we do and incorporate it in our everyday life. Okay? It's to distract us, to keep us spinning, looking upstairs, downstairs, next door, down the street, or around the motherfucking corner. Instead of looking at what's actually taking place right in front of your face. You see, they got everybody in the matrix. You know what I'm saying? So, y'all, this stuff is not far-fetched. These demons and Luciferians really exist. This shit is written in stone, man. All this is written in stone already. All right, and there's so many other things that is written in stone that has been manipulated by man, that has been falsified, reproduced, re-edited, regathered, all right, and mixed all up and put into a book with different names on it. That's called the Quran, the Bible, all right, King James, different religions and shit like that. That's to distract people, to confuse people, to make people choose a side. Because if everybody is in unity with the Most High, okay, everybody is worshiping one spirit, right? Why all these different religions got different names on them, all these different books got different titles and shit on them? I tell you why. It's to divide the people. That's why. Just like you got a Democrat, okay, and you got Republicans. If everybody is for a good cause, right? What the fuck is we split up for? Why are they under one umbrella? Make it make sense. To divide the people. You on this side, I'm on this side. Okay? Controversy sells. Pay attention. Controversy creates deception. Controversy confuses the people. Shout out the whole Fire Flame Nation and everybody that's up in here, man. All right? I'm here to speak that shit. Okay? I'm here to speak that shit. The Republicans or the Democrats don't give a goddamn about no damn body. They both at the table eating lunch and dinner every motherfucking day. Every day. When they go out into the Senate, that's just a show. When them lights and cameras go the fuck off, they hee-heeing and hi-hiing and kikiing with each other. All right? Shout out the whole nation, man. I appreciate y'all. All right, let's continue with this here, man. Then we gonna move on to the next shit.
I'm grounded, I know my.
Oops, my bad.
They're trying to piggyback on our ancestral connection to source, to the stars. They need the battery because they've lost their charge. They use fear tactics to make us leak that energy. They target our children, our sanctuaries, our food, our air, everything, our pets, anything you can think of, they target it. And our peace, because when we are in a low state of vibration, a state of panic, our frequency drops. And when our frequency drops, we become harvestable. But listen to me, the connection is being reclaimed. I am anchoring into my crystalline body. by various spiritual ways. And I suggest Black women, everybody needs to do the same, especially FBA women, especially so-called Black women. I am standing on the 39th floor inside of my consciousness. And I'm telling you, the 3D Matrix is just a horror movie that is losing its power. You are not a victim of the system if you listen. You are a master architect who has been asleep for eons. And it's time to start waking up, doing the work on yourself so you will not become harvestable.
That's right.
When you do the work on yourself,
trying to tell y'all,
detoxifying your body.
Trying to tell y'all, bro. All right, this is spiritual motherfucking warfare, bro. When I used to look at these videos, all right, 15, 20 years ago, I used to think these people were shot the fuck out, bro. You know why? Because I was spiritually dumbed the fuck down. Respectfully, I was spiritually dumbed the fuck down. I ain't know whether I was coming or going. I thought I did, and I ain't know a motherfucking thing about this shit right here called life and what spiritual warfare is all about. Okay, the whole time I was a fucking puppet for the devil. You see what I'm saying? Being misled by his spirit. You see what I'm saying? And it kept me blind. It kept me confined and closed in a space for many, many years. All right. And like I said, man, when people used to try to pop this shit to me, when I used to see these type of videos, all right, I turn my head, I go the other way, I'll look down, all right, and I'll be like, yo, something wrong with these people. These people shot out. Nah, them people ain't shot out, all right? The people were just spiritually aware of things that I wasn't aware to, all right? This is spiritual warfare at its highest degree, ladies and gentlemen. All right. And it is at its highest degree. So, all right, strategically. This is why they're able to harvest the energy now, y'all. All right. They're able to harvest our energy, all right, through our spirit, through these devices, bro. All right. Now, I ain't going to speak too much on this shit because we don't want to get shut down and shut off. All right. But I advise y'all to do your own strategical research on this shit and how, all right, these spirits channel through these devices, bro. All right. They channel through these devices. Let y'all know that right now. And not only do they channel through these devices, okay, let me shut up. Everybody just stay spiritually prayed the fuck up, bro. All right? Everybody just stay spiritually prayed up at all times, man. All right? Shout out the whole Fire Flame Nation, man. Everybody that's coming up in here, man. I appreciate y'all.
Stop eating shit from the stores. Start meditating. Start cleansing yourself. Start washing with products that is natural. Brushing your teeth with products that is natural. Sitting in the sun gazing. Your DNA starts to change and you become untouchable. Your frequency is your shield. Once you do that, you can definitely rely on your sanctuary that you have built. And there you stay inside of your internal sanctuary. You will be safe, so-called Black woman. They will not be able to harvest your organs. A 100,000, 120,000 transplants are needed every year. 22 people die waiting for those transplants. Your organs, your melanated organs, are gold. And if you are so called Black, FBA, your organs are cosmic gold. Do you think the rich recessive
Cosmic gold. Bro, it's different levels to this shit, bro. It's different levels to this here, man.
will wait for an organ when they already have you marked as their blood type or as their organ type? Remember, Trayvon Martin, Kanika Jenkins, and now ASHLEE Janae. This is not a game. It is time to do the work on yourself. It is time to shield yourself so you can become unharvestable. They need your organs to survive. Don't let it be you.
Okay? So, like I said, man, a lot of people are starting to wake up and see what this, all right, situation was allegedly all about. All right, and it ain't had nothing to do with her committing suicide. All right, if anything, she committed suicide by getting involved with that motherfucker. All right, that was suicidal right there. You know what was suicidal? Her thinking, okay, she was going to be able to manifest some riches, all right, and live out her dreams off of his wealth and hard work. You see, that was suicidal. Instead of you living out your dreams on your own hard work. You see what I'm saying? She tried to take the easy way out. And the easy way out got your ass an easy way up out of here. And it was an easy sacrifice and an easy offering. All right? They paid off the mother, they paid off the father. All right. And like I said, y'all, the father is an alleged super master mason. Now, let me explain this to y'all. Okay? Because everybody that are masons are not bad people. Okay? And I know this for a fact. I know some mason brothers. If y'all actually pay attention, it's mason lodges all over in every city, bro. In every state. They dotted everywhere. Okay? But when you get to a certain level of master masonry in a certain degree and things like that, you want to start being a part of certain things. It's certain things that you must be a part of, and certain things that you must partake in. All right. And it is what it is. That's just sitting, that's just all. All right. And like I said, a lot of people hide this shit very well because they believe in two sides of it. They believe in, okay, evening out the playing field with the light and the darkness, the good with the bad. So what they would do, allegedly, present themselves in the form of light to everybody else and into the open world, in the reality form that we live, but on the back end, they're full of darkness. Okay, it's the things that you won't see, okay, that they're into, okay, it's the reason why they continue to hold their rank, hold their wealth, and hold their status under, okay, these Freemason, these secret societies and Freemason oaths. All right. Shout out everybody that's up in here, man. Okay. I appreciate y'all. I do, man. All right. So we got the situation with Ashley. I guess we'll move on now. Shout out everybody up in here, man. Know what I mean? We back, y'all. We back. You know, it's a beautiful day out there today, man, up north, man. It's about almost 100 degrees out that motherfucker, yo. All right. Shout out the whole Fire Flame Nation, everybody that's coming up in here, man, as we move on to the next situation, man. All right. Shout out everybody up in here, man. Appreciate y'all. All right. So the situation that's going on with Vlad and Boosie, y'all. Okay. I told you Vlad was gonna snake his ass. Didn't I tell y'all this when we was breaking the shit down with him and these Boosie bashes and how they cooking up a Rico for his ass and how Vlad done snaked him and came in his house with them cameras and he showed Vlad everything that was going on in his house where he be having all these freak offs and sexual plagues at, right? Now, check this out, right? Vlad has said that he ain't paying Boosie shit no motherfucking more. Hit the like button, y'all. Okay, Vlad said he ain't giving Boosie shit. Now, Boosie claimed he asked for $5,000 more, right? He asked for $5,000 more for these interviews, and Vlad refused. You see what I'm saying? But a lot of people don't know this ain't got shit to do with the money, y'all. Shout out everybody that's coming up in here. I appreciate y'all. All right, this ain't got shit to do with the money. All right, this got everything to do with Vlad. All right, already know what the fuck is going on. All right, and what's about to happen to Boosie. Because why wouldn't you give Boosie an extra $5,000 that he's asking for these interviews that you've been so successful on? If y'all look at Vlad, all right, as we're gonna pull the numbers up in a minute, you'll see all them goddamn numbers he got, okay, with Boosie on his platform. For all them motherfucking years he been interviewing Boosie, them shit's got millions and millions and millions and millions of views. Probably done already accumulated to probably 1 billion. The way that he done broke them shits down in little sections and parts and shit like that. You see what I'm saying? So he's making a back end. And I'm going to be honest. I believe Boosie, with these interviews, has brought more views to Vlad TV platform than anybody else he has ever interviewed as a collective. Boosie has more views and more engagement than everybody. So why wouldn't Vlad want to give him an extra $5,000 when he's going to get it back on the back end. Because I'm gonna tell you why. Because Vlad already know that the police is going to lock Boosie ass the fuck up. And not only is they going to lock Boosie ass up, y'all. Vlad, check this out. Watch when it happened. Watch when it happened. Vlad got a lot of edited footage that has never been released about Boosie talking a lot of shit about a lot of different folks that has been edited out. All right, it's a couple interviews that Boosie already has done. All right, and then said some things about some people and then said some shit that he shouldn't have said that Vlad has in his possession. Do y'all know how many interviews Vlad done did with Boosie? Can you imagine how much editing and how much footage that has never been released? Okay, that Vlad is just waiting for a good time to drop that shit. All right, and when Boosie allegedly, all right, get this Rico coming down on him for all these girls and all this trafficking and all this shit that he had got going on at his estates. Okay, Vlad is going to drop these interviews. Not only is he going to drop these interviews, Vlad interviews is going to resurface of him going all in Boosie house and blah blah this, blah blah that, showing where all these activities was taking place at. Now, Boosie think he's slick. Since Vlad don't want to pay him now, okay, now he decided to say, fuck it. I'm going to do my own interviews now. Hit the like button, y'all. Strategic drop. Boosie is going to do his own interviews now. He said, fuck Vlad. I'm going to do my own shit now. Okay. All right. So y'all know Vlad going to have a problem with that, right? Hit the like button. You know Vlad gonna feel as though, oh yeah, nigga, you think you bigger than the program, huh? You see, because a lot of people don't know is the real reason why, all right, Boosie feel as though he need to be compensated more for his money is because of how much money he gives 6ix9ine for interviews, y'all. Hit the like button. All right, now it's been said how much Vlad pays 6ix9ine. All right, a known fucking informant. All right, a known fucking snitch. All right, how much he pays 6ix9ine for his interviews. You see what I'm saying? So Boosie feels though, well, nigga, you paying a fake nigga, you paying a snitch nigga, because we know Boosie go by that street culture, right? And I'm a real nigga. I've been to jail. I ain't snitch. I ain't fold. You need to be giving me more fucking money. But you paying this snitch more money than me. You know what I'm saying? I was around before the 6ix9ine shit even came in. We was already doing interviews, getting money together. So this how you snaking me with this nigga, giving him more money than you giving me. And not only that, you presenting it to the world. What you giving me and how you giving it to me, you making me look like a low ball ass nigga. Cause y'all gotta peep the game. Why will Vlad even put out there how much he give Boosie and how much he give 6ix9ine? Why would he put that comparison out there? He did that for a reason. Not only that, he did that to belittle little Boosie, bro. He did that to belittle little Boosie. To let him know, nigga, fuck you. You little black piece of shit. I only use you, all right, for your content. I only slave you on my platform for my benefit. All right. I pay the Mexican more than I pay you. All right. Just like the average white man to do in America, right? Hit the like button. Strategic drop. Ain't that's what we seeing right now? We see a white man at a corporation or a business, respectfully, will hire a Mexican before they hire a black man first. Y'all know that, right? Y'all know that, right? Know that, right? Am I lying? Am I lying? How many black people on a construction site? How many Mexicans is on a construction site? And at the end of the day, when you do the strategic alignment, those contractor companies are owned by who and what? By who and what? Let's not talk about how, okay, respectfully, how they can go. Let me be quiet, man. Shout out the whole Fire Flame Nation, man. All right. I ain't doing nothing but speaking motherfucking facts, man. Because I live this shit. I see it every day. I'm not blind. All right. I seen 1,000 immigrants with no paperwork show up at Home Depot and Lowe's every day for 2-3 years, bro. And police ain't do a goddamn thing. They allowed them to post up, harass people, beg for money, camp out, sleep, panhandle, grill, cook, beg for jobs and everything. But nobody said a goddamn word. You let 5 black individuals get together in front of Lowe's or Home Depot and see how fast the fucking police beat it. See how fast they'd be kicking us off of the property and banning us off of the property, making sure that we never come back. And if we do come back, we go to fucking jail, right? I heard, okay, through the grapevine that all this was a strategic plan and a strategic plot. All them people were told to go to Lowe's, y'all. All them people were told to go to Home Depot and to these, all right, contracting stores and shit like that. They were all told to go there. And the reason why allegedly they were all told to go there, okay, because that was the epic center for them to get jobs, work, people hire them for the low and for the cheap. For the low and for the cheap. That's why the law enforcement never did nothing. Government officials, police, nobody never stepped in to stop that shit. And this was going on in every city and every state, bro. Because it all was strategically, all right, planned. It all was a strategic plot. All right. These are facts. Shout out everybody up in here. All right. So he mad as hell. Let me see something. Go in the archives right quick. Shout out the whole Fire Flame Nation, man. Let me see something here. Y'all get the likes up, man. All right. Y'all could be anywhere. All right. In the YouTube realm, but y'all right here, man. All right. It's 1,000,000 channels. It's 1,000,000 channels on YouTube. But y'all right here with Strategic Fire. See what's going on here, y'all. All right.
I think I'm gonna make more money doing it this way. And I'm editing my interview now. I ain't do Vlad no more. We couldn't come up with a agreement. He didn't want to pay me. I wanted 5,000 more than he wanted to pay me. He didn't want to pay me, so I think I'm gonna make more money doing it this way. And I'm editing my interview now. I don't know what time it is. Let's talk about it.
See that? He said, fuck Vlad, y'all. And this is why Vlad gonna fuck him, bro.
Uh-oh. Yeah, I get
See
ready.
that?
In 7 months.
See that, y'all?
Let's go.
Vlad ain't gonna like that, y'all. All right, we see. Oh boy, he done went out there and got his own shit. And you would think Vlad would be happy for him, right? You would think Vlad would congratulate him, right? Because tell you the truth, Boosie, you should have been doing that. Once you did your first couple interviews and you seen how that shit took off on Vlad, you claim you a hustler, you claim you a street nigga, you claim you still move by the street codes and the morals and the principles, especially with the hustling mentality. So once you see those interviews going up, I would have been like, fuck that. I'm doing my own shit. I'm going to get paid. He ain't just going to pay me a one-time fee and make millions and millions, excuse me, and make millions and millions of dollars off of me. Fuck that. But now that he ain't want to pay him his 5,000, Boosie goes out and get his own equipment. You see what I'm saying, y'all? Okay? You see what I'm saying? So that's Boosie way of saying, nigga, fuck you. All right, and that's Vlad way of saying, nigga, fuck you. Because I'm going to pay Tekashi more than I'm paying you. So in reality, all right, they beefing on the back end. Okay, they beefing on the back end. Not only is they beefing on the back end, you seen that Vlad went out and got Tekashi to do an interview before he called Boosie up to do another one. All right. He should have kept it to himself and just dropped it, right? They talk too much. They never shut up. They talk too much and they never shut up. And like I told everybody, he fucked up when he brung Natalie Nunn, Zeus, all right, to BOOSIE Estates, and they had that motherfucking super BOOSIE Bash freak off pool party on his property. When we know Natalie Nunn is a known trafficker with them hoes. Knowing Lumel Plummer is a known trafficker with them hoes. But BOOSIE is into that lifestyle. That's why he was comfortable with it. All right, the same shit Cash Out is doing, he's doing. Not only that, why y'all think he said, okay, the average motherfucker know more R. Kelly songs than Michael Jackson? Hit the like button. Strategic drop. What's wrong with this motherfucker? He sniffing too much of that fucking shit. That's what's wrong with him. He said the average motherfucker know more R. Kelly songs than Michael Jackson. What the fuck wrong with this nigga? Okay? We talking about Michael Jackson. We just ain't talking about in the community and in the culture, motherfucker. Okay, we talking about Michael Jackson is worldwide. Worldwide, yo. Okay? The only reason why he's saying motherfuckers know more R. Kelly songs than Michael Jackson is because that's the type of weird shit he into. That R. Kelly shit with all them girls and shit. That's the type of weird shit he into. Okay, that's probably the shit he be playing while he be slutting and fucking them hoes out. All right? Ain't no telling what else he be doing to them bitches. Okay, I heard he be tying them bitches up. All right, holding them bitches against their will and everything. All right, all on BOOSIE Estates. And it's a lot going on at multiple properties. It's only a matter of time, and Vlad already know it. You know, Vlad, the feds, Vlad already got the information. Vlad already know he going to fucking jail. Vlad already know the fucking feds, son, Vlad inside of his house. Son him inside of his house with the cameras. With the cameras. Okay? With the cameras, yo. Son his ass. All right, and Boosie go tell a nigga everything he got going on inside his house. Like Vlad, his friend. Vlad ain't your friend, bro. Vlad don't get no fuck about you. Never had, never will. Shout out the whole nation, man. Appreciate y'all today, man. Yeah, man, it's a lot of snake. Man, support the content, support the platform, support the Fire Flame movement, man. Shout out to the whole Fire Flame Nation, everybody that's here today joining God Fearing Strategic Fire TV, man. If y'all feeling generous, if y'all feeling giving, man, support the content creator, support the platform, support the truth, support the movement, support the genuosity, support the strategicness. Okay? All right? At Cash App Godfear 316 or at the Chime handle Godfear 316 or at PayPal Fear the Fire Flame. All right? And if y'all ain't got any money to give, all right, that's okay. Because it's not all about that type of donation. All donations are accepted. Whether it's a like, a share, or a subscribe, it's still donating and contributing to the channel. So if you don't have the funds, I ain't never been that type of person, all right, to try to shake nobody from their coins. I ain't never been that type of person to try to force no money out of nobody, man. All I ask y'all is to simply like this, share this, and subscribe. All right. And continue to be a fire starter, hawker, walker, or stalker, man. And hopefully something in my live or something in my videos will actually trigger you to say, you know what? I fuck with old boy. I'm gonna come back over here. I'm gonna see what his video's about. I'm gonna stay tuned in. I'm gonna stay locked in, man. Cause that's all we do over here is drop fire and flame because we stomp, step, and stand on real morals and traditional principles, man. All right. Shout out the whole nation, everybody that's up in here, man. And if you have donated to the PayPal, if you have donated to the Cash App or to the Chime, all right, thank you. I appreciate your donation. You know who you are. Okay, if you donated with a like, a share, or subscribe, thank you. I appreciate it. You know exactly who you are, man. All right. Loyalty go a long way, man. All right. Shout out the whole Fire Flame Nation as a video is starting to resurface, y'all. All right. A video is starting to resurface on J Prince Jr. Okay. On J Prince Jr. and Young Chop. Shout out everybody up in here, man. All right. Remember when everybody thought Young Chop was crazy? All right. Everybody tried to make it seem like Young Chop was losing his mind. He ain't know what he was talking about. Shout out the whole nation, man. I appreciate y'all. All right. Hold on a second here. So video starting to resurface on Junior, y'all. Remember when Young Chop was exposing this fraud ass nigga, right? Just before all this weird ass shit started coming out and happening with mob ties. You see what I'm saying? It was Young Chop who was exposing Junior, mob ties, and a lot of other people in the industry, including French Montana, Meek Mill, all of them. To be honest, y'all, it was Young Chop that actually exposed that French Montana and Meek Mill was getting fucked by Diddy. Before it even came out, he was going live talking about it. And everybody was like, yo, he shot the fuck out. Something wrong with him. All right. All of a sudden, he started getting locked up. They put him on all kinds of medication and shit. Try to make it seem like he was losing his mind, like he ain't know what he was talking about. Well, come to find out, yo, everything that man was saying, Young Chop was the fucking truth the whole time. And this is why Young Chop has been blackballed from the industry. This is why Young Chop has been blackballed, and then they constantly kept locking his ass up. They constantly kept putting him in the hole. They constantly kept, okay, setting him up, backdooring him to go back and forth to jail, back and forth to the hole, blah blah this, blah blah that. We all remember that, right? So let me see something here, y'all. All right. Everybody get the likes up. Let's go back in time because this interview is starting to resurface again. All right. And everything that Chop was saying about Junior, all right, was 100% all facts. All right. And not only what he was saying about Junior, what he was claiming about what was going on with everybody in the industry. All right.
Yeah, one of us, right. Not me. I'm Junior.
Nah, that was you. We was always in the back. We was watching the whole show.
I wasn't there.
We was watching the whole show.
You say what?
We watched the whole show.
My brother, you got us missing screws.
Bro.
You talking about Jazz or somebody?
So I ain't see you.
Jazz was there. I wasn't there.
Oh, so it was one of y'all there.
Yeah, one of us, right. Not me. I'm Junior.
Nah, that was you.
No, nigga, I wasn't. What the fuck is wrong with you? Man, this nigga, was you high?
A little bit.
Yeah,
you know I don't smoke.
I don't do no drugs.
You know I don't smoke. I don't smoke hookah.
I don't do no drugs. Me
I
too.
smoke what you smoke.
Like, hit it one time.
It's a hit.
You got me fucked up though, nigga.
It's
I was not there. You tripping.
That Corona ride was out here going crazy, ain't it?
Yeah, nigga. I think you got it the way you talking right now.
That shit be out here stopping shit.
Look, you got the coronavirus right now the way you talking.
Nah, I don't. I just.
Hey, Fredo, what up, my brother? Hey, tell this nigga he tripping, man.
Man, I just be seeing a lot of money and shit.
That ain't a lot of money right there.
Nah, that one.
Yeah, I know.
It's a lot more. Man, what I finna say?
Yeah, I know it.
Hey, yo, Chop shot the fuck out, bro. All right, and Chop was telling the truth the whole time about this goofy. All right, everybody thought Chop was shot the fuck out. He wasn't on his medication and blah, blah, this, blah, blah, that. Okay, when he was exposing, all right, what was really going on with Junior as you hear Chop told the man, bruh, all right, you were there. You were there. Junior trying to say, nah, bro, it wasn't me. It was my brother. No, bitch, we know it was you because you always there. A motherfucker know the difference between you and your brother, trying to make it seem like Chop don't know what he talking about, right? Okay, but just like they claim Chop ain't know what he was talking about when he was exposing everybody in the industry. Okay? Check it out. All right? Chop went all the way in. All right? All the way in. All right? Called out so many individuals. Called out Gilly. All right? Lil Wayne, French Montana. $1 million worth of game. He told everybody $1 million worth of game is on some bullshit. All right? He was telling everybody this. He was exposing this to everybody, y'all. Check it out. Look, strategic drop. One of the best to do this. All right, before it even came out that Meat was getting fucked by P. Diddy, Young Chop exposed it. And he said French Montana and all of them are involved in it. Right? Like I said, what's the first thing they do? They do it with David Chappelle. They do it with Martin. They do it with so many people. Wendy Williams and shit. Look, it's obvious. Chop having some mental issues. Y'all be gassing stuff so much. Y'all just gone. Ignore it. I've been getting beats from him for years. I hope he get well. All right. So before we see Meek Mill, y'all, soaking his ass in the tub after Diddy, all right, just stuck that rod in between his ass. All right, we seen Diddy soaking. I mean, we seen, all right, Meek Mill soaking his ass in the pool, bro. All right, asshole was hurt than a motherfucker, bro. All right, we remember that video, right? When Diddy was like, "You deserve it, daddy. You deserve it, daddy. You deserve it, daddy. You deserve it, daddy." And Meek Mill in the pool looking all stupid, soaking his asshole. That nigga was soaking his asshole, y'all. All right? Diddy split that nigga shit. No funny man shit. And he was like, "You deserve it, daddy. You deserve it, daddy. You deserve it, daddy." All right? Way before that, Young Chop came out and told everybody what the fuck was going on. And everybody said he was crazy. Everybody said he was crazy. Everybody said he was mentally challenged, mentally fucked up. All right. And he ain't know what the fuck he was talking about. All of a sudden, he mentally challenged, but he made, okay, Lil Durk career. He made Chief Keef career with all them hot ass beats. Basically, he put on that whole culture with his beats and shit. But now he's stupid and dumb. He mentally retarded. He don't know what the fuck going on. He don't know what it is. You see, that's that type of shit I don't like. A snake, nigga, that's that shit I don't like. That's a Young Chop beat too, ain't it? Young Chop on the beat. Yes, it is. All right. But now, when he came out exposing these niggas, check it out. We about to get right to it, y'all. Okay, because all this shit is starting to resurface now. All this shit is coming back, all right, to the surface.
Ah, that boy really scary like that though. He is.
Who?
Who I'm talking about. He really like that.
Chop, I gotta get you off.
Hey, now niggas talk that on the records though. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Chop, Meek Mills is not no scary nigga, man.
The same with Cassidy.
I ain't listen, man. We talk about Meek Mills, man. What you talking about?
Same with Lil Wayne.
Man, that's a scary nigga.
No, niggas be scary, bro.
No. You can't put Meek Mills and Lil Wayne in the same.
I'm telling you this, bro. I be around French Montana. I used to be on the road with them. Niggas be scary as hell. Hey, I just seen it, right?
Hold on, wait. So you gonna sit on here and say French Montana a scary nigga?
Bro.
You can talk about whoever the fuck you want. You ain't talking about Meek Mills and them niggas on here. They ain't no scary niggas, man.
I ain't said his niggas. I said him.
Meek ain't no scary nigga, man.
Is he?
You're not gonna get that off on this joint. Now
okay.
we gonna keep the
okay. Let me look.
We gonna keep the conversation going.
Meek ain't scary.
He definitely ain't. We gonna keep the conversation going though, because I like this motherfucking conversation. Who the fuck you seen run upstairs?
Crazy work, y'all. Okay, and like I said, not only is it crazy work, okay, with that situation that was going on with Meek, French, and Montana, all right, he was exposing what was going on with Jay Prince Jr. and how he was a snake and how it was certain people, all right, that's going under certain agendas and falling in certain line, all right, blackballing people, all right, trying to extort people, blah blah this and blah blah that, and Chop was speaking on it. A lot of people ain't like what he was saying, but he was speaking the truth. And what do you know? Everything started to come out, right? By people checking in, mob ties extorting, all right, French, Montana, Diddy, all them, okay, involved with they messy shit. Not only were they involved with their messy shit, okay, they started to blackball him all the way, okay, due to him exposing what was going on, okay. Show y'all something. Okay, he exposed 21 Savage, all of them, y'all. All right. Hold on a second. All right, y'all. I apologize about that. I'm still here. Hold on for a second, y'all. Got y'all. Got y'all. Shout out everybody up in here, man. I appreciate y'all. All right, so put this back up here where it belong, man.
Hey, y'all must have seen that that Trav boy, whatever the fuck his name is. Let me tell y'all the story. That nigga is not about that life. I swear to God. He pretends to, he talks so motherfucking much. Really just told on himself that he was really officially a police. You know? Like, he got mad when I did this. Y'all ain't see that? Or am I tweaking? when he did this, when I did this, he got real mad. Like, something wrong with these people, but they think something wrong with me.
Right. They think something wrong with him. Come on, man.
On the Bible. On the fucking Bible. You know, never had a mental, I swear to God. On the Bible. On the Bible. On the fucking Bible.
Say he never had a mental problem. Okay? He said he never had a mental problem, bro.
Like, who the fuck, like, and then, like, how the fuck do y'all even know certain shit, though? Like, how he know certain shit? Then he want to get on there with Twin. Bro, Twin from Chicago, bro. I don't even know what you talking about, Goofy. Use a New York nigga. Use a fucking Goofy. You know? 50, I already hold you on camera. You's a bitch. And you know you a bitch. You know you a bitch. Like, the nigga 50 really bugged with this nigga on camera. And Meek had to step in like, nah, Fifth, we not gonna do that. Y'all don't remember that video? Y'all don't remember that video? These New York niggas be with the police, bro. Why on every corner it's a fucking police? In Chicago, it ain't like that. We don't see no police like that unless they ride down. Every fucking block is a police. Y'all niggas automatically feds. Let's be real. You got certain real niggas like 50 out there. 50 the only real nigga. The rest of them niggas ain't real. That's why he go get all them bitch ass niggas. Let's state facts. And then y'all like to call the police on nigga. You see what he said? He say, oh, you want to be a 6'9" ass nigga. Right, because y'all put that boy in jail. Yeah, he gonna tell. Because y'all know. The only reason why 6'9" told is because them bitch ass niggas working with the police, y'all. Let's be real. Let's state facts. That's the only reason why he snitched, y'all. Then they had him go against Keith and all that shit so it can start some whole other shit. Because we do drill music and they do drill music. They tricked his fucking mind. That's the only reason why that boy snitched, y'all. So don't even be mad at him. On God, I ain't even mad at him. Now I'm putting two and two together. Like, these niggas really playing police games. Like, on my mama, though. Let's state facts, though. You want to state facts, nigga? That's the only reason why 6'9" snitched is because them bitch-ass niggas told the police on him. And he knew that shit.
These are facts, y'all.
An interview could tell you 1,000 things, bro. Nigga, this go back in time, nigga. Even they top motherfucking mans, what? The top ranking niggas that be, you know, all them niggas told.
Facts. Facts. Facts, yo. And yo, facts. And it's still happening right now today. All right? And when Chop came out, was exposing all this, they put him in jail. They put him in jail. They blackballed him. So it had to be something that he was saying when he was going on these rants, okay, that had some credibility to it. Right? Make it make sense. Because we got Cat Williams going on a huge ass platform like Shay Shay is supposed to be exposing everybody. But instead of him getting blackballed, he get pushed even more, right? That's what you call a controlled opposition. You see, to distract and deceive the people. You see what I'm saying? That's what Cat Williams in that Shay Shay interview was all about. But when you have a motherfucker that's authentic and genuine, like Young Chop, that's not a part of that order. That's not a part of the secret society that comes out and speak this type of language. What happens to his career? What happened to his image? What happened to his likeness? What happened to his credibility? What happened to his face card? They destroy it, right? This man, Young Chop, should be anywhere on an elite level, all right? Just like Lil Durk, Chief Keef, and anybody else that came out of that old block hole movement that's still, okay, living. He's one of them. He was doing all them beats that we know from the original drill music that was coming from Lil Durk, Chief Keef, all right, Fredo and all them, Lil Reese and all them. Young Chop was doing them beats, all right, signed to the streets, all right, and all those classic shits. Young Chop is the man behind that board. Young Chop created that frequency. All right? Remember, the producer, he's producing these albums. He produced that track, Don't Like, with Kanye West and Rick Ross and all them on the shit. So he should be at a bigger statue than what he's at. But the reason why he's not is because they what, y'all? All right? They fucked this image up. They fucked his likeness up. Made it seem like he was cuckoo and shot the fuck out. And he ain't know what he was talking about. But the whole time, the man knew exactly what he was talking about. He knew exactly what was going on because he was around them people. You gotta remember, motherfucker coming straight off the streets. Boom, dead smack in the middle around all these industry motherfuckers. You gonna see and hear a whole lot of shit that you ain't expect. You gonna see and hear a whole lot of shit that you thought was authentic. Come to find out, it's all bullshit. It's all fabricated. It's all lies. And Chop ain't bite his tongue.
Let's stay facts. Al Capone never told. And we gangster like that. What you talking about? Larry Jeff never told. What you talking about? We gangster like that. Frank Lucas ain't gangster like that. What y'all telling the police for, bro? Let's stay facts, though. We real gangsters like that, bro. What is you talking about? Y'all niggas telling the police. Let's state facts. Any New York nigga, I ain't gonna say any New York nigga, I'm gonna say any them niggas. Any nigga that hang with Meek, Jay, Puff, police.
Facts.
What is you talking about, nigga?
Say it again. Say it again.
On God, nigga. Puff. Any nigga that hang with Meek, Jay, Puff, police.
Hit the like button. Did y'all hear all them names? All right? All them names. He said any motherfuckers that's hanging around Meek, Jay, and Puff are the fucking police, bro. He made sure he named Rock Nation, didn't he? He made sure he put Jay-Z in the middle, right behind Puff Daddy name, right? Because when Young Chop started dealing with these individuals, you have to remember, y'all, all right? Lil Durk signed a Coke Boy deal with French Montana. Hit the like button, strategic drop. Watch this. Lil Durk signed a Coke Boys deal. Lil Durk used to be a part of the Coke Boys. French Montana, little movement, little brand, right? Check it out. Lil Durk and Young Chop and a couple other people was going on tour with French Montana. All right? So this is how Young Chop know who police and who ain't. This is how Young Chop know, all right, what it is and what it ain't and what's going on the back end, because he is right there on the front end when he came straight from the streets, dead smack around these niggas. Now, when did Lil Durk sign this Coke Boys deal? All right, check it out. Show y'all something here. Shout out the whole nation. Check it out. I told you. Strategic drop, bro. They came straight out the street. All right? It's 22 years ago. Check it out. All right? Young Chop started exposing this in 2020. He was around these niggas back in 2013, 2014 when Dirk signed that deal with French Montana imprint, Coke Boys. Dirk was going on tour. Chop was going on tour with these niggas. So he knew exactly what was going on. Right. He's starting to get his motion and his likeness back all of a sudden. Right. Y'all remember when he was in jail, right? They killed his brother, right? Remember his brother got killed over that female? They claiming that the female that his brother was beating up, the brother of Young Chop, got killed while Chop was in jail. And they claimed that the girl that Young Chop brother was beating up killed them. They got the video of the brother beating the shit out the girl. Okay? But it's one thing that we don't see. We never seen the girl shoot him. All right? They claiming that the girl that he was beating up, the girl that he was dealing with, shot and killed him. Okay? But I'm hearing y'all from some reliable resources, yo. Alright? That girl did not kill young Chop brother, yo. All right, and that story is made up and fabricated. And actually, that fight that they were showing everybody that had happened with that girl and young Chop brother, that was a whole nother situation that had happened. Okay, and allegedly that situation and that scenario was used to create, okay, and justify why his ass was knocked down and killed. But allegedly, all right, he was knocked down a whole nother way. All right, these are facts, y'all. All right, this happened when young Chop was in jail. All right, his brother got killed. All right. Check it out. Strategic drop. Okay. Young Chop brother was Chicago drill rapper Johnny May Cash. All right. Real name Tyrone Pittman, who was fatally shot at the age of 27 in April 2022. April showers bring May flowers, y'all. April showers bring May flowers. All right, his girlfriend, Brianna Gibbs, claimed self-defense after an altercation, stating Cash assaulted her before she grabbed his gun. You see what I'm saying? Johnny May Cash was known for his affiliation with Young Chop and his own music, including the mixtape Death Row. Okay? Strategic drop, y'all. So I don't know. Was it an offering? Was it a sacrifice? Okay. Or was it some type of sacrifice? I mean, some type of sacrificial ritual on behalf of him exposing the industry, you know? But he damn sure is getting his little motion and his likeness back all of a sudden. All right. He just he did something with somebody, all right, and it went #1 not too long ago. Where is his money at? That's crazy. That's a good question. That's a good question. That's a good question. Very good question. Very good question. Not only is that a good question, y'all, okay? You know what else is a good question? See something here. You know what else is a good question? Huh? Why we ain't hear from this lying motherfucker yet? All right? Why he ain't speak on behalf of his brother yet. Yeah. See something. Look, y'all. All right. These motherfuckers is cat. Okay? These motherfuckers is capping, bro. All right? All cat. I told y'all the other night that OG Ron, he never got shot, right? The like button, y'all. I explained to y'all that OG3 left this nigga for dead. Not only did he leave this nigga for dead, okay, that he's been putting on for the internet claiming, all right, that he FaceTiming dude, all right, blah, blah, this, blah, blah, that. But like I said, they claim Dead and Ron got shot in his arms and shit, right? And in his legs, right? I told y'all I'm hearing from reliable resources that was actually there that boy did not get fucking shot. And they fucking lying. Not only did he not get shot, y'all, okay, Dead and Ron hasn't made not one post about his brother yet. Pay attention. They always in the midst of the fire, in the midst of the war together, right? Check it out. Why y'all think the motherfucker haven't said not one word yet? All right? Nothing. Nothing. Ain't make a post, okay? Ain't say, yo, keep your prayers up for my brother. We went to war in that motherfucker. My nigga went out like a soldier. My nigga went out like a G. Everybody keep their prayers up for BEN10. And yeah, nigga, I'm still out this bitch rocking and rolling, and we gonna spin back for you. You know all that big shit that they be talking, right? The same shit that they be talking on these tracks, the same shit that they be talking with their Twitter fingers and shit. But now a situation actually jump off and get down for the get down, and they man done got laid the fuck down. These niggas is quiet. But not only is they quiet, it's the reason why they quiet. Because I'm telling y'all that Dead and Ron and OG3 was a part of the fucking play. It was OG3 fucking birthday. Who died? Who died? His boy, right? Not only that, okay, BEN10 All right, I'm telling y'all this right now. Don't listen to nothing that is being said on social media about BEN10. All right, it's coming back around. He's in good condition, blah, blah, this, blah, blah, that. BEN10 is dead, yo. The boy is dead. Why they're not telling everybody? Why they're not making the official announcement yet? I don't know. Ain't no telling what the fuck they doing with that boy body. Ain't no telling what type of rituals they doing over that boy body. Because like I said, yo, the boy was dead in the club at Confessions. I got the receipts. Okay? The boy was never paralyzed or none of that. The boy got killed on the spot. And I got a receipt of a female coming up out of that bitch like, telling the cop like, yo, it's a man up there dead. He dead. He dead. They said Ben got shot all in the face. They said BEN10 got shot up all in the fucking face, y'all. And like I said, for that boy to have got shot that many times and nobody from that NBA camp shot back, nobody reacted, it tell you something. These little niggas go everywhere with guns on them. All of them at all times. All of a sudden, you got all these guns, right? Dead in Ron. But y'all in the middle of Houston, where something could pop off at any time, especially your boy birthday party. And some shit do pop off, and y'all ain't in no arm's reach of not one goddamn gun, not one damn switch, not one damn drum, Draco, AR, AK, nothing. Nothing. I'm here to tell y'all, before they tell y'all, Dead and Ron not coming back. Respectfully. Dead and Ron, excuse me. Excuse me. BEN10 is not coming back. BEN10 is dead. BEN10 is dead. And he died that night. That's why when the reports first came out, the first reports was he was dead. Then it kept changing. And it's still changing every day. People making up shit. The first initial reports was BEN10 was dead, shot dead in Confessions. He was done. Then they said he's still alive. Then they say if he lived, he paralyzed. Now he on life support. Oh, he doing so bad, they about to pull the plug. Now his condition done miraculously increased. He on FaceTime with this person. He on FaceTime with Mimo. Yo. He on FaceTime all this time, but y'all ain't see the boy body yet. Have y'all? Hit the like button. Strategic drop. Have y'all seen the boy since he been shot? Have his family showed him? Has the visitors showed him? Has the mama, the sister, the brother, the baby mama, has anybody showed y'all BEN10 laying in the hospital bed? Have we seen BEN10 laying in the hospital bed? No, we haven't. All right. And we won't. All right. All this shit he doing ain't nothing but a fucking play. Look, he can't even cry. Fucking. We haven't seen a pic of BEN10. Look. Strategic drop. Everybody saying it. Everybody saying it. Come on, y'all better wake the fuck up. This was 1 week ago. I mean, 1 day ago. Tell y'all why y'all haven't seen not one pic of him. Because he dead. We ain't see him with no tubes, paralyzed, nothing. Nothing. We haven't seen one pic of BEN10. And this phony motherfucker fake crying and shit. Okay? Look at this shit. Niggas is weirded out, man. Shout out everybody up in here, man. We about to close out, man. I'm hungry. Get me something to eat. Feeling a little light, feeling a little weak. Shout out everybody that's coming up in here, man. And everybody that joined me. This afternoon. We're about to close out, y'all. Shout out the whole nation. Everybody that was up in here with me today, man. We broke down a lot. A whole lot. We broke down a whole lot today. He passed away on the 8th. Shout out the whole nation, man. If y'all enjoyed this show, man, make sure y'all like, share, and subscribe. Come back. I'm going to be heating this channel up a whole lot here. All right, so y'all can expect to see a whole lot of this channel. Shout out my moderators, flaming raiders, fire starters, hawkers, walkers, and stalkers, and everybody that joined me today, man. Everybody stay blessed. We up out of here, man. Support the Cash App, support the content. Appreciate my flaming raiders, all my moderators, okay, for being here today. Love y'all. We up out of here, man. We gone. Everybody stay blessed. Stay safe.